Well, welcome to this week's edition of Mainely Motorsports. And if Archie St. Hilaire, car owner of the number 32 Go Fast Racing, sitting next to me, that means only one thing.
Yeah, you only call me when Loudon race here. You don't call me when we have a good finish or something. It's just when the
But we're going to talk about your good finish
I'm
because
in. All right, good.
Finished what, 25th at Kentucky and
25th, 13th at Daytona 500. You didn't call me after that one. You texted me.
Yeah, we did. We had you on the show after.
All right, I forgot I was so high on that finish.
No, I don't think it was high. I think it was called Hammond.
Yeah, it could be. Oh, I was. That's right.
Yeah. So
over at the Villages.
Yeah, over at the Village. Yeah, we got you on. But man, what an upbeat season it's been for you guys and the entire team.
You know, just going back to the beginning of the season when we, we did a little business decision there. We leased our charter to the Wood Brothers, who since then have won a race. They're in the chase, so that's like magic, luckily for that. And then RPM had, Richard Petty Motorsports had a driver leave, Brian Scott, so they offered to lease us their charter. We did that, worked out a great deal. They gave us some cars to run with the deal. We've been nothing but better. We had to make wholesale changes on the crew. You know, we had 15 people. We only got 3 from the previous crew, so we had to change drivers, crew chiefs, pretty much everybody on the team. It just wasn't happening to the satisfaction of everybody. I don't think anybody was happy, whether it be sponsors, drivers, employees, or whatever. So we made a lot of changes. We just thought it was time to make some changes. Sometimes that's a little tough in business, and this is a business at this level. We had to make some changes. I think they've worked out well. I mean, we're 8 places higher than last year, and you know, in some divisions, 8 places isn't hard, but believe me, in Cup Series, 8 places is like light years. And it's worked out great. I'm happy in doing what we're doing. It was kind of get to a point where you say, wait a minute here, you know, where are we going? But now we're doing a lot better. We're competitive every week. We know who we run with and who we don't. And you know, at the super speedways, we got a pretty good plate program, and it's been good. I'm happy with it. You
know, the thing that I think gives your team identity is the one driver.
Right.
The one driver. You know, now we can get behind Matt Diabedino.
Yes.
You know, and I hear that from a lot of people. You know that they're following him on Facebook. He's huge with that Facebook Live, and it's like you're now can jump behind the team.
Sure. I mean, it was hard. I mean, it was strictly a business decision to have different drivers, and really the continuity with the crew chief when he said, all right, I work with Jeffrey 2 races in a row. We're going to change this, and I go, well, all right. Well, Boris Said's in the car next week.
Yeah.
And I go, wow. You know, so now each week we get better. We meet before the race, we meet after the race, and we just talk about what we can do to make the whole team better, the cars better, and we work in the shop. The guys work hard. We appreciate everything they do at the shop. Good, hard workers. We're hanging bodies in-house. We got Greg down there that does an unbelievable job. He was a former Michael Waltrip lead body hanger, and he's doing a great job. Our cars are fast. I mean, we go, and even at the speedways when we're open qualifying, we're 18th, 22nd, 23rd in front of some big teams with wind tunnel time and everything. We don't get a lot of that.
Yeah, so. A couple weeks ago you made it through into the next round.
So it's been great. It's enjoyable for a change. You know, Mason's having fun, we're having fun, and there's a lot more laughs than there has been in the past because it is a business. People got to keep in mind that when we're out there, it's a lot of fun to watch at home, but it has to be a viable business no matter what you're doing, and it is today. It is. That's good.
Oh, absolutely.
Which makes you go forward.
But what brings you to this weekend? Loudon, you know what I mean? Yeah. Brings you home. It's nice. You get a lot of, you know, even the way you're running, a little bit more bounce in the step, walking around there with your friends, and you know, and some of the local businesses that try to get on board and support and all that.
It's always good to come to Loudon. Like the other night, we're at Bentley's. Wednesday night, you know, we come down there. Weir's Motors, GMC Buick is our head sponsor this year. We got Mike's Clam Shack, the Rod Father, Bangor Truck and Equipment, Mike's Clam Shack. All these guys come on board for the local race, along with Bentley's and Carl Perkins Paving. All these guys, all local people, and we like to have that local car. And we bring the car to Bentley's. We always have a good time there, and we did a lot of giveaways the other night. And you know, it was just a great fun atmosphere that we look forward to. We brought Matt in. He got along great with all the people over there. He always does some funny stuff on social media. He's just a fun guy, and he gets it in this day and age. You know, he's you can go right up to him. You can shake his hand. You can get his autograph. He's a little different than you see in these big drivers, and he's trying to make it. But he knows he came from nothing, so he really knows what it takes.
Yeah, you know, and I think
he's doing it right.
And we talk about NASCAR, and I think that's some of the things that they've gotten away from, and now it's hard to reel the fans back in. when some of the drivers, I don't want to call it they've gotten too big for their britches, but their time is so stretched and so pulled that they don't have that chance to show up at a local place and and sign a few autographs, post some pictures, and just be a normal Joe.
Yeah, accessibility is, with all the sponsor commitments and sponsors being so hard to find, that people have to, on the management side, unfortunately, have to make a lot of decisions to get the driver there, and they follow it, and they don't have a lot of time off. It's a tough, grueling schedule for a driver when he comes in town, like this week, in town on Wednesday, doing some Can-Am appearances on Thursday, and qualifying and practice, Saturday practice, Sunday, and you really got Monday to wind down. It's a tough schedule for everybody.
Now we're about halfway through the season. I think we're just past it, right? And so obviously very pleased with the success.
Yep.
Your Chatters won a race with Blaney,
huge,
and that's a big deal. And what do we look for into the second half of the season?
Well, a couple things. We want to continue to get better. The continuity with the team is great. We need to lift our mile-and-a-half program, which is the toughest piece of the program with the wind tunnel test and all that stuff. Last week at Kentucky, 25th, that's really where we run. I mean, if you want to take the points or the drivers and look at Danica, who's one spot ahead of us now, that's a $30 million operation. We're operating on $5 to $6 million. So there's 6 times. Then you go up, you get JTG with 2 teams that are both $20 million teams. They're the next ones ahead of that. So I really look at the schedule and say, for our budget, we're far above everybody behind us, because we're one of the most underfunded teams out there. But yet, with that $5 to $6 million budget, we're getting the best bang for our buck. And it's just, we don't have the big flashy shop. We get used cars from some of the bigger teams, whether it be RPM or Roush. They're good cars, but it's last year's equipment. And we can run competitive every week with the guys at the front row, Motorsports, with Landon Castle and David Reagan. Some quality names. We run with Danica every week, so we're competitive at the plate races. We're right in the mix of, everything.
It's just one break here or there, and next thing you know,
that's it. Where do you come from? That's what we hope to do. And the road courses, Matt's getting better on them. We were 23rd out at Sonoma. Looking forward to a couple of weeks at Watkins Glen. We do miss Boris, a great guy. He's going to be racing there. Super guy. I think this is his last race in NASCAR. He said he's going to retire after this, but he was great for us, and that was a tough guy to part with, because he's just so much fun and respected in the road course. But Matt's good too. Matt finished way ahead of Boris. Had to knock him out of the way to pass him at Sonoma, but we got him out of the way and then went by him. So we'll be at Sonoma. We'll be at Watkins Glen after a good run at Sonoma, and top 20s are what we shoot for. We got Bristol, the night race, which is always a great race that Matt finished 6th at last year in Bristol. So a lot of good races, and just try to get better and better. And then we're just leaps and bounds ahead of last year, and excited about the second half.
And the sponsors have got to be ecstatic for the growth of the program. And what's nice is when you take a sponsor like Can-Am, they're part of the growth. Anybody can go in and write the check and write enough money, and you're already winning. But to see the growth from where you were in year one and now where we are here, it's exciting from a sponsor standpoint.
It sure is. Matt, every week, I think yesterday, I think he was at Can-Am dealership in New England. They ship them around. We do an appearance pretty much at all there. They throw out a little hot dog hamburger bash, and Matt comes by and signs autographs. He'd do a selfie with the fan and put it on his site. That's kind of, it's not, them wanting a selfie. He'll take one with a fan. We were out to dinner at Daytona a couple of weeks ago, and the fans came over to the table and said, "Hey, Matt, can I get a picture with you?" And he said, yeah. He took the picture and said, "Hey, I want a picture with you too." So he takes a picture and puts it out. Does a lot of that Facebook Live, which I'm assuming this weekend you'll see some of that. And he gets it. Out of all the drivers I've seen, he gets it, and he's a nice kid, so easy to work with, and he'll do anything you ask him. And, we get into strategic at different places. We know we got to keep the car whole to be there at the end. And, you might see him starting a half a car length back on a restart. Hey, that's what it's all about. If everybody's tucked up, somebody misses a gear, all of a sudden you take your radiator out, you can't finish the race.
You're done, especially with the new rules.
That's right.
When you
5
go behind
minutes
the wall.
to fix it. Yeah, if you get towed off the track, you're out of the race. You got 5 minutes to fix it on pit road. Once you go to the garage, you're done. It's over for the night. So you really got to be selective on what you're doing, because each week getting those points, 10 or 12 points a week, will get you.
Some of the races you capitalize on others' misfortunes, and that's what it's about.
Yep. Some of the big guys can afford, after they win a race, to go all out and maybe wreck and say they're not worried about it. But not at our size team. We've got to finish almost every race, and some shit happens, but we're out there trying to make every lap possible and stay on the lead lap, which we've done a number of times, So we're comfortable with the stage racing. Some people may like it, some don't. For a small team,
I think
we really like it. It's helped us. Just an extra couple cautions during the race I mean, let's face it, it's David and Goliath in this business, and we're out there trying to keep up with those guys, but wind tunnel time, 200 engineers. I mean, we talk about, the Richard Childresses and the Hendricks, 500 employees. Well, you're looking at a team of 15, okay? So one engineer, and he probably have trouble finding the wind tunnel, to be honest with you. So anyway, but great guys we have, but we just don't get any wind tunnel time. It's not in the budget. It's $20,000, $30,000 a day. So what we get cars that we assume and know that have been in the wind tunnel and are perfected the best they're going to be for us. And there's a lot of parts that we put on a car that are hand-me-down from the Roche and the RPM. So, for us to do as well as we're doing with being as underfunded as we are, it's been a great year.
No, and it's been fun to follow along with and watch, and we wish you the best of luck at Loudon this weekend, and look forward to Loudon in the fall, and following the exploits of Go Fast Racing through the rest of 2017.
Yeah, we've gained a ton of fans on our social sites. We have Ryan Ellis, a former Cup and Xfinity driver, that does all our social media. We hope you're enjoying that, and we want everybody to follow us. We're the only New England team here, so we're hoping everybody follows us and we can give you a good show at Loudon, and keep watching and enjoying what we're doing, because we're actually having a good time. So thanks, everybody.
All right, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Andy Austin with exciting news about a new division of Beech Ridge Motor Speedway designed to bring new people to weekly racing. Here's series founder Dan Wolf.
Thanks, Andy. Our goal was to create cheap, easy-to-build race cars. Bone stock production cars with a simple 4-point roll cage and proper safety equipment.
We've named them the 21st Century Motors Street Devils. Our 2017 rulebook and schedule are available at beechridge.com and at Street Devils Racing on Facebook.
The future of auto racing has always been street car divisions because of the low cost.
Some folks are building cars and sharing the driving duties. There's even an all-star car to allow celebrities to try out the Street Devil, and a 2-seat driver's ed car so you can take a few laps.
Get information about our mentor program, low-cost safety equipment, roll cage kits, and videos on how to build one at Street Devils Racing on Facebook.
So, form a team, build a car, and come join us this summer as we kick off the 21st Century Motors Street Devil division at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway.
When I started Scotch Recreation, some competitors warned that if I discounted RVs and trailers, I wouldn't last. Well, here we are over 10 years later, still discounting and still growing. That's why we're Maine's largest RV dealer and largest trailer dealer. Forget about MSRP. We start way below that. Get your best price up front. Come see why my dealerships sell more RVs and trailers than any other dealer in Maine.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Winterport Dragway is celebrating 50 years of drag racing in 2017. We have our bracket racing on Sunday with 6 classes in action. The top divisions will make 4-second passes at over 150 miles an hour. Check out the Super Pros, the Pros, the Streets, Bikes, Sleds, Junior Dragsters, and Team divisions as they compete for championship points. Winterport Dragway has numerous special events throughout 2017. For more information on what's happening at Winterport Dragway, check them out on Facebook or go to winterportdragway.com.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's co-worker owners who understand the importance of protecting a valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Mainely Motorsports, brought to you by
Bentley Saloon, Route 1 in Arundel. Stop by and see why me and my friends say, who has more fun than us? We do.
LKQ Core. Any part, any repair, anywhere. Located on Route 202 in Gorham.
Well, welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and really great to have Hachi stop by. We had Derek Nealon a couple weeks ago, and Maine connections at the top level of auto racing. And it just seems like it was yesterday Archie was winning races and competing for wins at the Thursday Thunder level, and now he rubs elbows with Gibbs and Rauch and Penske and Hendrick, and just so proud of him, and so proud of what his whole team accomplishes, and need for him and his son Mason to work together on this venture. But like he told you, they don't know what they're racing against. They have those 13 or 14 teams that they compete with on every week, and try to get the best finish they possibly can get. But we all know that there's the top teams, and one of the guys that drives for the top teams, Chase Elliott, which is, to me, the next big star at that level. Once he breaks through with that win, they're going to come and they're just going to roll. And it's your chance to see Chase Elliott this weekend, today, if you're watching this on Saturday morning. Napa and Westbrook, grand reopening over at 190 Larrabee Road. They're bringing Chase Elliott in from 3:30 to 5:30 on Saturday afternoon. Chance to pose for photos, autographs, lots going on over there. Patriot cheerleaders are going to be there. Dennis Hall and driver Garrett Hall will have the Napa number 94 on display before they head off to Beach Ridge and try to pick up their second win of the season as they chase that championships hunt. Long-time Napa racer Kelly Moore, always has one of the most beautifully prepared race cars at any level, whether it was the super late model level, the ACT level, the Busch North level. Kelly Moore will be in attendance with his car. Mascots from the Red Claws and the Sea Dogs, and a familiar face if you go to the Northeast Motorsports Expo or well as Race and Preview. K&K Racing Collectibles, Knick-Knack Racing Collectibles. They'll be there. And Gene McCaslin, great supporter of us and what we do, and chance to stop in, pick up some die cast, pick up a t-shirt, a hat, something, have Chase Elliott sign it. Like I said, one of the next stars, and he is already a star, but like I said, once that breakthrough, he's going to be that guy that takes the ball and and rolls with it. And you've seen Chase on the show numerous times from the Snowball Derby, 2-time Snowball Derby winner, and really excited to have him at Napa and Westbrook, over on the Larrabee Road. So pretty big deal for them. They bring the Napa driver, one of the stars of the Monster Energy Cup Series, as they're in Loudon this weekend. Still plenty of tickets left. Chance to get down there and check out the Cup stars. Next year you're only going to have one opportunity. So this year, why not support both venues? But Napa and Westbrook, Chase will be there from 3:30 to 5:30 in the afternoon signing autographs, but there's lots going on under the big top, tools, big sales, grand reopening. Make sure you stop by, say hi to Jean, tell her the Augusta show's just around the corner. So really, really excited for that, and all Napa's doing to bring one of the big stars of NASCAR. So right here in Maine, within a half hour of each other, within 3 days of each other, you were able to see Matt Diabenedetto and Chase Elliott. Two of the guys that'll be in the starting field at New Hampshire Motor Speedway this weekend. So pretty big deal. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back, and we'll show you some race action from this weekend as we travel down to Lee USA Speedway, Red McDonald's house, and finally they were able to get some racing in. Weather cooperated, not totally, but enough so they could get some racing in. And we talked about last week going down to the K&N East Throwback 100 at Thompson, and we did, and same thing. They had weather issues, but they did all they could, and we saw what we wanted to see. So we're going to have some race highlights through the rest of the show, and really, really appreciate the hospitality both Lee USA Speedway and Thompson Speedway gave us. So we're going to take a break, and we'll come back with some race highlights from Lee USA Speedway.
It's fast. It's exciting. It's loud. It's about friends and family. It's NASCAR New England style. And if you haven't felt it, you can't understand it. Adult tickets start at just $35. Kids tickets are just $10. Get your tickets now.
Don't deal with just anybody to seal coat your driveway or business this season. Call Black Magic. They bring over 20 years of experience in seal coating and crack filling. Black Magic's skilled team makes sure the job is always done right, on schedule with quality workmanship at a fair price. Protect your investment in your driveway by getting it sealed with Black Magic.
Ooh, Black Magic.
My name is Scott. This is Devin. We're the owners of Black Magic Seal Coating. Let us earn your business today. You'll be glad you did.
Not sure what brand tire to buy? Town Fair Tire has them all. Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, Bridgestone, Pirelli, Toyo, Yokohama, Hankook, and more. No matter what size or brand, Town Fair Tire beats all the competition, even online prices. We'll also do a free front wheel alignment with any tire purchase. Name brand tires, the lowest prices, free alignment. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Looking for a great time, great people, and great food? Then visit New England's #1 biker destination, Bentley's Saloon, owned by legendary super-modified driver Bentley Warren. Bentley's is a biker bar that welcomes everyone. Staying in the area, Bentley's has their own full-service campground right on site. Tuesdays, Bentley's Cruise Night attracts car enthusiasts from all over New England. Located on Route 1 in Arundel, Bentley's Saloon guarantees a great time. Check out the fun at BentleySaloon.com and see why Bentley says, who has more fun than us?
They are underway. Now on the inside.
It's July. Time for New England Dragway to light up the night. The Night of Fire. Saturday night, July 22nd. Presented by the New England Ford dealers, AAA Northern New England, and Napa Auto Parts. Funny Cars, Nitro Cars, Danny O'Day and his record-breaking wheel standard, jets, and lots more. Plus, we've got fireworks. Saturday, gates open at 3. Show your non-winning New Hampshire lottery ticket for a $5 discount at the gate. Free parking, and every ticket is a pit pass. Get your tickets now online at newenglanddragway.com.
Wiscasset Speedway is back, and we have the cure for your need for speed. Maine's biggest and fastest proudly presents 8 featured divisions, including Pro Stocks, late models, 4-cylinder Pro Stocks, modifieds, and more. Plus special features throughout the season, including the Nell Car Legends, the Wicked Good Vintage Racers, the NEMA Midgets, Enduros, and more. All this fun, all this excitement, all for just $5. Wiscasset Speedway, West on the Road, Wiscasset. Online at Facebook and WiscassetSpeedway.com.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Moody's Collision Centers, now with 7 convenient locations: Gorham, Scarborough, Biddeford, Portland, Sanford, Lewiston, and now South Portland. Visit us at moodyscollision.com.
Scotch Recreation. Whether you're thinking about your first camper or looking to upgrade your current one, Scotch Recreation can help you. Get both our Route 202 Manchester and our Route 4 Turner locations and online at scotchrecreation.com.
Wiscasset Speedway, Maine's biggest and fastest, with $5 admission every weekend and loads of family fun. Check us out at wiscassetSpeedway.com.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and that was some of the support divisions in the last segment that you saw from Lee USA Speedway, and some really good racing. And those Ironmen, they always put on a great race. But the highlight of the night, besides the fireworks, brought to you by Yeekeys for Cars, one of our supporters, was the Granite State Pro Stock Series, and they had 20 cars in attendance. And Jeremy Davis looked to bring his newborn son to Victory Lane for the first time in 2017, and they had a stellar field, really some good racing, and they were the first event right after the fireworks, so really a good show. One of the best Granite State Pro Stock Series races I've seen at Lee. You know, sometimes they can be a snoozer, somebody's hooked up, but there was some good racing throughout the pack. A couple of Maine boys in action, Rusty Poland and Corey Bubar. So enjoy the highlights, and congratulations to all the top runners down there at Lee USA Speedway this past weekend.
I won't be there tonight. We'll be trying to catch this thing tomorrow, but I'm sure the other one will get to it. It'll work just fine. You know, earlier in the year, you kind of felt like no such luck here. This was all you there at the end.
Yeah, that race in the springtime, we had a really good car. I really was looking forward to racing it during race in the spring. You know, funny story, I was sitting in my car at Oxford Sunday. There ain't a motherfucker out there that can race down like you got. You want to leave? And I said, I'm not really sure. He's like, I'll see you down. So, but I hated to see him break because I really wanted to race him. The 51 car was good. There was a lot of good cars here, good racing. Just a good night for us, and thanks to Automart Quality Trucks and Cars, Kinds Equipment, Jamie Rulo Racing Suspension. Him and Dave changed the pump packaging this early tonight. Made it better. It wasn't perfect, but pretty good car tonight, so we're pretty happy. Got to thank Kent Brown Electric and all Pro Tree Services here tonight, and all the guys working on it. It's a good night for us.
You went really hard early on, and then it looked like you kind of saved yourself in the middle part of the race. Your spotter was in there going, you gotta save this thing. And then there at the end, you were able to go hard again. Did it kind of play out that way?
Well, I mean, Dave does a really good job of the radio. He just feeds me information all the time. It was, in the beginning, you know, those guys wanted to race, so, you know, we wanted to lead it, but at the same time, the last lap man, it would have been nice to race with the only. The 51, it looked like something happened right toward the end. Jeremy was pretty good, he had a good car, so it would have been good to race out.
That was the best race
I'll take it off. There you go, Joe. Congratulations, man. Thank you. Joe's good to come home with the way. We'll screw out here.
Hi, I'm Joni Wolf. Here at 21st Century Motors, we've been in business since 1972 and we take pride in our work. We have a large selection of pre-owned vehicles that are clean and ready. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. We're experts at getting your car financed, whether you have good, bad, or no credit. We purchase vehicles several times a week, so there's always plenty to choose from. Come on in and make a deal today at 21st Century Motors in Gorham or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
When I started Scotch Recreation, some competitors warned that if I discounted RVs and trailers, I wouldn't last. Well, here we are over 10 years later, still discounting and still growing. That's why we're Maine's largest RV dealer and largest trailer dealer. Forget about MSRP. We start way below that. Get your best price up front. Come see why my dealerships sell more RVs and trailers than any other dealer in Maine.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Legendary race car driver Bentley Warren is putting Arundel on the map. When Bentley's Saloon opened in 2004, it was just a little bar room on the side of the road. Today we have a giant saloon with live music, dancing, and great food and drink indoors and out. We're always looking to meet new friends and have a good old time. There's always something exciting going on at Bentley's. That's why we like to say, who has more fun than us? We do!
Ignition won't turn? Wait, don't tow it. It may just be a worn key. Where would you bring it? At what cost? And for how long? At E-Keys for Cars, our experienced technicians will diagnose your problem and get you going quickly with a fixed price quote. Whenever and wherever you're stuck, E-Keys for Cars comes to you with a new key or ignition repair. Just call E-Keys for Cars, the fast, affordable mobile solution to your vehicle key and lock needs.
They raise the bar, E-Keys for Cars.
White Mountain Motorsports Park brings you door-to-door, wheel-to-wheel racing action each and every Saturday night, with 5 divisions competing each week between the Kids Trucks, the Dwarfs, and the Strictly Minis, the Tiger Division, as well as the Late Model Sportsman. The racing is intense. You're sure to come away wanting more. Located on 463 Daniel Webster Highway in North Woodstock, New Hampshire, this quarter-mile High Bank Oval is a fan-friendly, family-oriented facility. For schedules and more information, go to the website. That's White Mountain Motorsports Park.
Welcome to Mainely Motorsports.
To order copies of a show, send a check or money order for $15, shipping and handling included, to Mainely Motorsports, 326 Roosevelt Trail, Windham, Maine, 04062. And please add a description of the show.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and like I said, we traveled down to Thompson Motorsports, Thompson Speedway Motorsports Park, and for the K&N Throwback 100, but the support divisions down there, good car counts, full fields, and some good quality racing. So we had a good time in watching the mini stocks, the limited sportsmen, and the late model sportsmen. So enjoy these highlights, and after the break, you'll see the main event, the K&N East Pro Series down there at Thompson for the Throwback 100.
Against the cement wall surrounding the front straightaway, and it is Jesse Gleason who got the worst of it. Green flag. And Scott Today is already so it was Gleason, like he was fired out of the launching pad, is able to get the advantage battle for third between Chamberlain and Mike Taylor. That yellow 02 very far. That's being very aggressive here in the early stages. They're very aggressive with 3 wide. Going on to the final close of the pit. Was penalized to the rear of the qualifying heat. That's why he had to start deep. But it's been pretty exciting to watch him race in the field. He was able to get by Scardini. That is never easy. So picking up the tempo is very hard. Between Gleason and Monahan. Monahan into 55. Put the heat on Brett Gleason. And right now it's Brett Gleason. And the 56 right from Larry Barnett. Getting by Bullet. He is going to third, and he is taking Sundin and Waterman Wilson. Waterman now back up to the third spot. Here comes the veteran, Scott Sundin, going third with Larry Barnett. So that's it about the third and fourth. So that's an hour. Working clean through it. So 0-1. But an excellent job. That comes off the fourth of Scott Sundin behind them. Ryan Carter has fallen off the pace of this. He is up and down with Scott Sundin. We'll see 2 laps to go this time. Here's the Monahan. And underneath, Gleason coming off of turn number 4. He is running out of opportunity. He's finding it. Let's see what Monahan does when he gets to turn number 4. That's what he is just easy to do. Dives down into the corner.
Hi, I'm Andy Austin with exciting news about a new division of Beech Ridge Motor Speedway designed to bring new people to weekly racing. Here's series founder Dan Wolf.
Thanks, Andy. Our goal was to create cheap, easy-to-build race cars. Bone stock production cars with a simple 4-point roll cage and proper safety equipment.
We've named them the 21st Century Motors Street Devils. Our 2017 rulebook and schedule are available at beechridge.com and at Street Devils Racing on Facebook.
The future of auto racing has always been street car divisions because of the low cost.
Some folks are building cars and sharing the driving duties. There's even an all-star car to allow celebrities to try out the Street Devil and a 2-seat driver's ed car so you can take a few laps.
Get information about our mentor program, low-cost safety equipment, roll cage kits, and videos on how to build one at Street Devils Racing on Facebook.
So, form a team, build a car, and come join us this summer as we kick off the 21st Century Motors Street Devil Division at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway.
It's July. Time for New England Dragway to light up the night. The Night of Fire. Saturday night, July 22nd. Presented by the New England Ford dealers, AAA Northern New England, and Napa Auto Parts. Funny Cars, Nitro Cars, Danny O'Day and his record-breaking wheel stander, jets, and lots more. Plus, we've got fireworks. Saturday, gates open at 3. Show your non-winning New Hampshire lottery ticket for a $5 discount at the gate. Free parking, and every ticket is a pit pass. Get your tickets now online at newenglanddragway.com.
Patman's Redemption and Agency Liquor Store is located at 95 Tanberg Trail in Windham, Maine. With over 400 feet of hard liquor and 15 doors of ice-cold beer and soda, Patman's can handle all of your beverage needs. And if it's wine on your agenda, we have over 300 varieties in stock. Then when the party's over, Patman's can handle all of your main returnables, and we welcome all bottle drives. And if you're late for the race, drop off the bottles and pick up the cash at your convenience.
Hey, this is Pat Man himself, just letting you know that Pat Man's is your one-stop shop for all your thirsty needs.
For a trusted name in residential and commercial site work in the southern Maine area, call Peter Pettit Excavating. We can handle everything from the complete house lot to those nasty water and sewer line repairs. Septic systems are another area that we specialize in. During the snow season, Pettit Excavating has the equipment to handle any size job.
And when the race season arrives, be sure to follow the number 7 Hewitt's Family Restaurant Chevrolet on the past Super Late Model Tour.
Call 207-282-9305 to get the job done right. That's Peter Pettit Excavating.
Mainely Motorsports, brought to you by
Four Seasons Synthetic. See them for all your AMSOIL product needs. Town Fair Tire, with 6 locations in Maine: Auburn, Augusta, Bangor, Biddeford, South Portland, and Topsom.
Yeah, Todd was, he was really fast tonight, and he's always really fun to race, and I'm just thankful for my team. They gave me a great race car, and put me in a position where I could make a move like that. It was a lot of fun to race Todd like that. We had a pretty clean race, raced each other hard, and that's how it's supposed to be. So really proud of all my guys. This is an effort every year that, Todd and the 17 beat us. They beat us in Berlin and we came back swinging. So really proud of all my guys. That's what it's all about right there.
Last year in the series, you were also ran, rarely ever getting a top 5. This year, 4 wins, the point lead. What's been the turnaround?
Just a lot of hard work, and those guys over there put their heart and soul into this race car, and it's so cool to work with them. And I just can't thank them enough. It's been last season was really rough, and to come back now and then be winning races in the K&N series, it's so much fun, man. It's so awesome.
You won the race tonight. You're the point leader. We want to introduce you to the first K&N Pro Series champion, Joey Carafas, here to present the trophy to you.
Pleasure's mine. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Great job. Thank you.
Joey Carafas down here in Victory Lane, here tonight with Harrison Burton, the next generation NASCAR star.
Well, a great race. Harrison Burton, one of the next stars of the top 3, the big 3, along with Todd Gilliland, put on quite a battle, and some of the people were able to, go with that throwback theme, and like Josh and them mentioned at the race, it's a 3-year commitment from Anheuser-Busch and the K&N East Series. So, I think it'll continue to grow. It was nice to see Andy Santerre and Joey Carafas and Mike Stefanik in attendance and signing autographs. So really a good time. We had a great time. Appreciate all the hospitality that they did, and all the promotion we did to try to help the event. We really enjoyed. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap up this week's edition of Mainly Motorsports.
It's fast. It's exciting. It's loud. It's about friends and family. It's NASCAR New England style. And if you haven't felt it, you can't understand it. Adult tickets start at just $35. Kids tickets are just $10. Get your tickets now.
If nostalgia drag racing is something that excites you, you need to check out Gassa Guys Nostalgia Racing at Winterport Dragway in 2017. From the old school flags starting to the sleek looking machines of yesterday, the Gassa Guys Nostalgia Racing will be fun for all ages. Winterport Dragway has a nostalgia campout weekend once a month beginning in May running through October. Come see what racing was like 50 years ago. Go to winterportdragway.com for the 2017 schedule and other additional information.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's co-worker owners who understand the importance of protecting your valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
Well, as we wrap up this week's edition, remember we're in the dog days of summer. Heat, humidity, hot weather, and short track racing. So get out, support your local drag tracks, go-kart tracks, short tracks, support the supporters that support all of us. The sponsors of the tracks, the sponsors of the cars, and in particular, the sponsors of Mainly Motorsports. And we look forward to seeing what the next few months brings us, and in short track racing. Point battles are heating up. Some of the bigger events, as we head towards the fall, I hate to say it, the Boss Hog 150 up to Wiscasset, some of the big street stock races, and the granddaddy of them all You know, the Oxford 250 coming to you last weekend of August. Huge weekend over there at Oxford. The short tracks all throughout New England, but particularly Maine and New Hampshire, really heating up, and a lot of great action, and we encourage you to get out and support every bit of it. So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Mainly Motorsports. Some different racetracks, some different viewage, and we had a great time bringing it to you. So we'll see you next time right here on Mainly Motorsports.
Being so strange, it can ruin it.